Hey everyone, welcome back. It's been a while. Today I'm actually recording on Wavetech, a brilliant server that I'm absolutely honored to be a part of, and today we're going to be talking about this gorgeous structure here, as well as the thing that you may or may not have seen in the thumbnail. Now, I guess we should first start off with what this building actually is. It's the Wavetech iron farm. It produces a ton of iron, but more importantly, it looks really cool, and that's due to the work of Mr. Max Mondays, an incredibly skilled builder, really cool YouTuber. They make a bunch of cool videos. You should go check them out, link in the description. But I also want to talk about Secret Santa, because this year, for Wavetech Secret Santa, I had Mr. Max Mondays, and that's my project up there. As for what that project actually entails, it's probably best that I just let it speak for itself. Now, after you've had a good look at it, we'll talk about what it kind of has. It comes with this incredibly cool viewfinder thing that provides the sharp black outlines that I wanted to create with this setup. There's obviously the entire structure itself, and there's also a complete, fully decked out parkour course that makes it completely possible to get from this point to the highest block in the entire structure. Obviously, this thing's incredibly complex, and you certainly don't get here by haphazardly placing blocks around until it looks right. So today we're going to be talking about how I built it. Now I guess to start off, the very first step to getting from an idea to a finished product, you actually have to start with this viewfinder thing. You see, what it actually is, it could be a lot of confusion for a lot of people since it's just a bunch of floating lines, but what it actually is a bunch of item frames which I've placed on top of pressure plates and signs in order to make them float, I guess, as much as possible. Then, by arranging all the maps into this sort of interior of a cube shape, you can essentially create the viewfinder that we've got here. Now I want to talk a little bit about transparent maps, because this sort of thing might be normally impossible in vanilla, but due to some quirks on Wavetech, as well as some other interesting tech, you can actually make it happen. So the thing is these maps have transparency. As you can see, in a lot of these sections, you can see the back of the canvas of the map, and this is actually done by building the map over void and using glass. Essentially, the game sees the glass and it tries to keep going downwards and there's nothing there, so it just renders the pixel as transparent. Now unfortunately, it actually isn't possible to go much further than this in normal survival Minecraft, because when you try to put transparent maps on an item frame, it just still adds this weird backing. You can't look through it like this. The only way to do that is to use Mojang's built-in feature of creating invisible item frames, which is actually only accessible via commands, except on the Wavetech server we can access it in normal survival. Now as for actually creating the schematics for these incredibly perspective distorted maps, there's actually quite a bit of complexity involved that I'll quickly gloss over in the span of 20 seconds. Okay, somewhat quick tutorial. First thing you're going to want to do is open up a photo editing software. Here I'm using Photoshop, which I assure you I've obtained completely legitimately. Then you take the image you want, you're going to trace it, then you're going to overlay it over a screenshot of the point in which you want to build. As you can see, these are the 3 item frames marked out by these black squares. Then you're going to take each of these sections, perspective warp them so that they're mapped to a perfect square, and then you're going to want to trace that using pixel art, as you can see in this image. You're going to take that PNG, load it into MapArtCraft on this website, and you're going to export the schematic, and that's essentially your map files. Now, I know that basically 99.9% of people aren't actually going to do this, but if you're that 0.1%, please for the love of God check the description. Now that you've gone through all the technical nonsense to procure your viewfinder, it's essentially a children's coloring book from here. You take a really stupid command block program, and you set it up in such a way that you can essentially just stand here and use this carrot on a stick to place blocks inside of space. You can use these buttons here to modulate the distance in which it's actually placing the blocks. As you can see, now they're a little bit further away, and you can just essentially fill in the gaps here using the shulker box as reference. The reason we're using a shulker box is because shulkers naturally snap to the XYZ coordinates of the world, so they essentially give us a preview of where our block is going to be before we actually place it. I'll say a couple more last things. This painting right here is not for the sake of the video. I actually got tired of tabbing out and didn't have a second monitor, so in order to cross-reference the colors, I literally just set it up so I could physically turn around and actually look at the screenshot. Now, how the painting actually works, this is going to really piss off all the programmers who watch my content. Essentially, I don't know how to code. I don't know how to do it well, and I'm certainly not going to learn for the sake of this project. This is a giant chain of if statements that ask the incredible dumb question of, is the number on the right of the screen 42? If so, Paste the block 42 blocks away. Is it 43? Paste it 43 blocks away, and so forth. I'm also pretty sure that some of these are actually riddled with typos, so some numbers, explicitly 42 and a couple others, just straight up don't work, so I just never use them, never bothered to fix it. From there, it was just loading up the schematics and building it on the actual server. It didn't take too long, especially with the incredible help of Eagler, so massive thanks to them. They're a Wavetech member, and they were basically integral to the finishing of this project on time. From there, I just sort of had the idea to turn this giant thing into a parkour course, so now there's also a 4-minute long grueling exercise that takes you from the bottom all the way to the top, as well as a nice little lectern for all the people who do actually want to put in the time and climb your way up. You can find a full verification of the entire course in the description, or just on my channel. I have no idea by the time I'm recording this. Anyways, enough of my monologuing. I'm just gonna now roll the clip of everybody seeing it for the first time, which unfortunately I couldn't actually be there because I was too busy traveling. I'll also be doing a small announcement at the end, so skip to this timestamp if you want to check that out.
What?
Oh my god.
Wow,
Okay,
someone built you the iron farm.
I had been instructed to open the
Okay.
present.
Goodbye, Satan.
Even my RTX 4050 is struggling
Frank.
right now.
Frames.
Oh, do you have an
Had to happen.
This sand took me so much time, man.
It's not.
Look at all
Guys,
this fucking
it's
block.
not.
Okay.
Wait,
so-
what
is it?
What?
Parkour.
I'm assuming I have.
There is
It's
a
not
place.
parkour. Please, no.
There
is
is
a
part
platform.
That's part of it.
No, I always thought this was.
Yo. Do you have to look at an angle?
Holy smokes!
Click on max, by the way.
Holy smokes!
You should click on
What?
max.
Oh my
Yo.
god.
Nope. I'm never gonna click max.
That is
Everyone-
That is
crazy.
That is incredible.
Everyone enter Max's
Oh my-
POV.
Yep.
What? I feel like.
Max key, stand there still? Yep.
Oh. Whoa. This is
I am
crazy.
actually.
I love it. I'm gonna send a screenshot to random right now.
What?
It's insane.
That is the most incredible perspective thing I've ever seen. Like,
No,
that is-
it's insane.
How
Oh
did
wait,
the
hold on. It is parkour.
Should I
so it's not
reveal?
here. Hold on. Let me.
How-
You
what?
said they're not here.
What is it? What is it? Hologram?
I'm befuddled by that too. Like that's what the
Yeah.
cameras were.
What's
How
the map? What's the item
How
frame
is-
standing? Oh, pressure
How is
plates.
it?
Yeah, but, and the sign.
I'm. Wait, put down. a
Oh,
second,
are
what?
those map arts?
Yeah.
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 Invisible map
What
arts
the-
on the invisible
outline?
item
What's on
And
the
frames.
they
board?
use negative space for the Wavetech logos themselves on the anvil. This is really
Dude, I
incredible.
love that so much.
I don't know if they used a program or like designed this by hand, but like this is disgustingly amazing.
They used 80 command blocks and a lot of like handwork.
Okay, so do you have another
I have
guess,
no
or
clue.
do we just reveal it?
I'm gonna guess. Oh no, they're all the people I would guess are here. Who? Okay, I give up. Who is it?
The person who designed this was Squibble.
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 Wow.
I should have guessed.
God.
They're so good at Gartic Phone. I'm taking so many screenshots. This is incredible. I am
Yeah,
like
good.
genuinely baffled. This is. I'm
Wow.
gonna do this parkour honestly too. I'm gonna put it in a video. I'm gonna put
I
my
wanna-
head down
Max,
and I'm gonna grind.
Max, when I die, I want you to promise me to bury me in this, on this hill.
right here underneath this tree, man. I got you.
Yeah.
This
Do the
is sick.
parkour, I
I'm
wanna
gonna have
see.
to send a thank you to Squibble. That's so.
You
cool.
could
Alright.
like hotkey to your elytra and fly when you fall or something. I don't know.
Anyways, well, you saw, I don't have to explain much. They were all befuddled, which is great. That makes me happy. But it's the end of the year now. I know it's January 2nd, 3rd, 4th, whatever. It still feels like 2023 to me. So I guess I'll say my thank yous. First off, thank you to Wavetech for everything. You're all very incredible people, and it was a lot of fun working on everything with you all. I should say thank you to the people who have been around since the beginning. It's been a very, very long year, and it's been so much fun making all these videos. I'm super excited to continue, so thank you for your continued support. I also want to thank the new viewers. Thank you for showing up. I hope you stick around, check out some of my other stuff as well. I'll be going for quite a bit longer. I want to say thank you to all the people on my Discord. It's been very fun chatting with you all. You should join as well, if you haven't already. And I should say thank you to my friends for everything and their support in everything. So, cheers to an excellent 2023, and here's to an even better 2024.